Good morning, assassins. Today is April 4th. Looking at the overall economical calendar coming out strong. We have factory orders and job openings both happening at 10 a.m. And at 6 p.m., we have a Fed speaker as well. And then you guys know about the whole Trump thing in the city today, which I doubt that's going to overall affect the market. But just want to stay tuned with the overall news. Tomorrow we have ADP, PMI, and ISM. So make sure you guys are in tune with what's overall happening. Things may overall affect your trade. So let's jump into the charts. First stock we're going to start off with is actually NVIDIA, which is probably one of the strongest stocks in the market. You guys can see it went from 108 and we're making a 180-day high of basically 281 over here. If we jump over towards the 1 year, if you guys are ever looking for a swing trade or anything like that, I always advise to try to look at that 1 year and look how we've been holding above this EMA. Yeah, we broke it once or twice, but once it's holding above it, that's that true confirmation. And right now we are still above it, pushing up higher. So as you guys see, this is the 1 year high. I believe even if we go further out, right, you got to go to the 5 year. And we spoke about it that the 5 year could possibly go to 190. 190 is going to be the next major resistance for the stock. This is a huge cup and handle pattern over here, right? So you can see the pattern already, huge cup and handle. We could eventually probably even go towards 346. So make sure you guys watch out, check out this stock. It is a little bit more on the overbought side. But like I said, if you know how to read the RSI, as long as it's in the red, it could still continue to go up until it basically breaks out of the red zone. So make sure you guys are watching out for that. NVIDIA is sitting at 281 with possibilities to go towards 285 today. If this starts to pull back, right, even though it's bullish long term, short term, stocks don't only just push straight up, right? They have to have waves where they pull back to the trade line. Even if we go back towards the 1 year, you can see many of times that these are 1 year, 1 day. So many of times we have a green day and then it has a red day, bounces off the trade line, right? Maybe even break it. But as long as it holds above the trade line, right? So it's not always going to be a green day for the stock, right? You can see this was a red day, red day, red day. So it could possibly have a red day. So the only way us as day traders are going to be able to understand to see when that red day is coming is if we drop over towards the 180-day 4-hour, right? That 180-day 4-hour, if we start to break and hold below this EMA, right? Just like same premise, if it's holding above it, it's bullish. If it starts to hold below it, right? You get 1 or 2 candles open and close below that candle. That is that first sign of bearishness, right? So open and close below the line, right? So just like this area, you see we open and close. This was a bearish move, right? Then when you get open and close, meaning that candle, so if it's a 1 minute candle, that full minute is over, you get a new candle on top of it, second candle, right? Same situation. So you want to see a candle open and close below this 277, and then we can start possibly going up down towards 273, right? So right now the MACD is crossed up, right? This blue line is crossed up. RSI is a little bit more on the overbought side, so we have to wait and see what happens over here. But overall, she has been on a bullish trend, right? So watch out for that. Jumping now towards the 20-day. 20-day is getting a little bit overbought, has not crossed over yet. You guys can see that first initial pullback. So watch for 277 down towards 273. 281 may be a resistance level. You never know. So watch out for that. Next stock we're going to talk about is going to be Tesla. Caught a nice move on Tesla yesterday. We'll talk about that in a moment. But let's look at the overall large picture, right? Jumping over towards the 1 year. 1 year. Tesla actually is starting to break the 1 year EMA over here. So you can see the 1 year EMA. It actually did bounce. So the 1 year doesn't update until the market opens. So it's at 196 right now. So it's trying to bounce off of that. So that's an excellent sign if you want to be bullish possibly on this stock. Bearish, you want to see it break and hold underneath 194. Once we start to hold underneath 194, we could start basically pulling down towards 189 if you're a bear on Tesla, right? If you're a bear on Tesla, you would have to wait for this MACD to cross down, RSI to basically has enough room to come down. So it's possible that Tesla could still pull back. So always want to keep your eyes on both situations. But right now, it hasn't gave us full confirmation of bearishness. We would need that MACD to cross down and for us to hold below at least 194. Then we can start going to 189. This is long-term picture. Short-term could be a little bit different, right? So a lot of times people are going into trades and they're looking at too many charts where different charts tell you different things, right? This 1 year is overall going to give you the main direction of the stock. It's going to give you long-term trades. So overall, we're looking at the main direction right now. All right, so if you're looking for a day trade on Tesla, the 180-day and 4 hours is going to be your jam over here. So you guys can see that. Basically, you can see that this is the 1 year that I have as a solid orange, right? So we basically are bouncing off that 1 year EMA. So we want to watch to see if we break above 197, then we can start pushing up towards 200, right? So right now she broke the 180-day trade line, found some type of support at 194, and now she's trying to get back to the bullish trend. So overall, that 1 year is still, right, like we said before, she's trying to bounce off that 1 year trade line right now. So she could possibly bounce off the trade line. She's done it in the past, and then she started to run bullish. So that could possibly happen today. So make sure you guys are cautious. If you guys seen that, yeah, we had a nice sell-off. Even I made money off the sell-off yesterday. But we bounced off the SMA, which is a bullish sign on the 180-day. This SMA normally acts as resistance when the stock is below it, acts as support when the stock is above it. As you guys can see, it's acting as support, right, like a floor. So we could possibly break 197 and push up towards 200. MACD is crossed down in a bearish position. So you never know. We could break out or we could go sideways. Tesla loves to go sideways, right? If we zoom out all the way, you can see there's tons of moments where Tesla just goes sideways. And these are 4-hour candles. If you're in the sideways motion with Tesla, it may not be a good time to trade it. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, that's why we wait for these breakouts over here. Wait for that 197 to 200. And to the downside, you want to wait for 194 down towards 189. Next and last stock we're going to talk about is SPY. SPY is sitting at 412 this morning, looking at the 1 year. Right, we've been talking about it for a while right now. 1 year is cross bullish, holding above the EMA, right? EMA is sitting at 402 on the 1 year, 1 day. She has room to run on the RSI as well. So not too much of a shocker that she's sitting around like 412 this morning. So this is where the candle will open at 9:30. So if she breaks that 412.80, she could possibly push up towards 414. These previous highs over here. You can see that 414 was a major resistance zone, right? We pushed up to 414 before, and you can see we started to reject it and ultimately led to it going down towards 380. So definitely want to pay attention around that 414, 415 level over here, just because this was a major rejection zone over here, and we started to basically pull back. All right, dropping down towards the 180-day. If you guys want to find a possible pullback on the stock, you guys can see how cleanly SPY has been holding above this EMA, right? Check out the date and time, right? MACD crossed up, bullish, right? RSI was in the middle. That's neither bullish or bearish, right? That means it could go either or, so that's good, right? MACD crossed up on the 180-day, and we start to hold above it. This is from the March 28th all the way to basically today, April 4th. So that's a nice little swing trade you could have held. So these are the levels. This is the chart you guys want to watch for a possible swing trade, right? Look for that situation, right? So we basically held above the EMA. And then on the break of the EMA, that's your sign to get out. So watch for the break of 410 down towards 407. Watch for the break of 412. And then we can start going up towards 415, 412.80. And we can start going to 415, where you can see a little bit clearer over here on the 4-hour chart. That 415 was a major rejection zone in which it pulled back. So when you're in your long positions, just remember, hey, do I really want to be a hero? Do I think it's going to break past these previous levels? most likely I'm not trying to be a hero. So I rather just lock in my profits. So that's pretty much it. Leave a comment, share this with your friends, family. See you guys in the next one. Peace.